Friday again, and that means it's time for more found footage. This time, we're watching a movie that's release is just as strange and mysterious as its content, the Poughkeepsie Tapes. When it comes to found footage, there are a few tropes we've come to expect. The movie is supposed to be made up of shaky, hard-to-see footage that is made by the victims of the killings. From the Blair Witch Project to VHS to more recent movies like Creep, the person recording the stuff that we get to see is always the final victim. But what if it was the other way around? What if the killer made the movie? That's exactly what the Poughkeepsie Tapes is all about. The movie itself is set up like a documentary that we would see on Investigation Discovery, kinda similar to Forensic Files. It tells the story of a serial killer that stalked small towns in New York State for over a decade through interviews with FBI agents that investigated the case. However, the serial killer left behind home videotapes of his own murders. So, the people making the fake documentary include clips of that too. The stuff we see through the killer's eyes isn't very bloody or graphic, but that doesn't mean it isn't damn scary. We get to watch some of the tamer kills and the way the killer lures the victims into his trap. The scariest and most twisted parts of the movie, though, are the scenes where he brainwashes and tortures one of his victims to become his slave. Overall, the movie is endlessly captivating and easy to watch. It feels super real, and it's just like being involved in a real murder investigation. As a big fan of true crime shows, I can say that this movie feels and looks like a real documentary you would see on TV. So, if it's such a good movie, why has nobody heard of it? Well, the answer to that is simple. It never got a real release. The movie was picked up by MGM to be released in theaters in 2007. They made trailers and publicized the movie coming out, but then nothing happened. It never got shown. MGM never explained why the movie didn't come out as scheduled, and the movie fell off the face of the earth. But then, 7 years later, it resurfaced as a video-on-demand movie exclusively on DirecTV. The world finally got to see the Poughkeepsie Tapes. It wasn't until 2017 that the movie got a real release through Scream Factory on Blu-ray. So, it is possible to watch it today, and boy is it worth it. It's one of the best found footage movies I've ever seen. What makes it even more surprising that it never got released is that it came out during the peak years for found footage horror movies coming out in Hollywood. What makes it even stranger to me is that at the end of the movie, one of the FBI agents makes a remark that when the documentary comes out in theaters, they're going to use it to try and catch the killer. But then, just like the killer behind the Poughkeepsie Tapes, the movie vanished. I don't know why, but there's something about this movie that really creeps me out. If you can get a hold of it, I highly recommend giving it a try.